Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. This one's a long time coming. If you don't know, I was doing this series where I do the top 10 or my favorite horror movies from each year of a decade. This was, I was inspired by Planet CCH, Christian Hanna Horror, because he did one for the 80s. So I did that, and then I didn't think he was going to do the 90s one, so I did a 90s one. Then he did a 90s one, so I had to do a short kind of putting his picks in there. So I was waiting for him to do his 2000s. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and he hasn't done it yet. Now that I'm doing this, he'll do it. And I'll have to do another short. But I decided, fuck it. I'm going to list my favorite horror movie from every year in the 2000s. Now, if you're not familiar, what I do is I went through each year of the 2000s with the horror movies that came out, put the ones I think are the best or good or decent. I said it because some of these you'll be like, well, that I like, basically. And I name them off, and then I give you my personal pick for each year. So we'll start off with the year 2000. You know, Y2K and all that. So in the year 2000, we had movies Pitch Black with Vin Diesel, Hollow Man, Kevin Bacon, Blair Witch 2, which I like. So shut up. Dracula 2000, I also like. Shut up. Ginger Snaps. And it was between two movies, which I would pick as my favorite. American Psycho was very close. But at the end of the day, I chose Final Destination. Let me tell you why. I think it appeals to me more. I love American Psycho. I got all that stuff. I got I got a shirt that I'll show you guys in my next haul video. I got a fucking VHS pin set thing that I already showed you guys. I love American Psycho. But I found Final Destination as a teenager, and being as it was about teenagers getting killed, it appealed to me. And we just had a new one come out, which I'm psyched to finally check out when it comes to physical media. So, yeah. And I don't need to tell you what Final Destination is, but I'll quick rundown if you don't know. Is this kid named Alex Browning, he has a vision that his plane's going to blow up. In the year 2000, you know, before 2001, he freaks out, and him and a bunch of others get off the plane. The plane explodes, and then death hunts them down one by one. And they rinse, wash, and repeat ever since. For 6 movies now. Well, 5. 6. It's supposed to be different, but I haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil. But yes, it is. This is my personal favorite ones to watch. So 2001, we have Session 9, Frailty, underrated film, 13 Ghosts. I said ones that I liked. I liked it. It's fine. It's stupid, but I like it. Valentine, again, it's stupid, but I like it. Another one that I was between two here, Jeepers Creepers, which I watched the movie. I don't watch it often, but it's a movie I watch for the movie and not who made it, okay? Just enjoy the content. But my number one pick had to be Joyride with Paul Walker, Steve Zahn, and Lilia Sobieski. And what this is essentially is that Paul Walker has a crush on this girl played by Lilia Sobieski, and he decides to buy a car to go pick her up. On the way there, he is told that his brother is in jail, so he has to pick him up. And on the way to pick her up, he gets a CB radio installed, and they prank this guy named Rusty Nail. Turns out Rusty Nail, he's a bit of a psychopath, so now he goes after them in this supercharged road thriller horror film, which I love very, very much. I love this movie. This is one of the ones I like to pop it on every once in a while. And I'm not a big fan of Steve Zahn. Okay? This and Saving Silverman are the only 2 movies that I can stomach him in. I've seen Justice with your host Phil Curtis. Or whatever it is. Yeah. He's good in this. Because it's not trying to be a comedy. And you got, you know. Because, okay, so why do I not like Steve Zahn? I've been saving this because I want to review the movie, but I keep putting it in my cart and taking it out. The movie Strange Wilderness came out. Strange Wilderness. It's a Happy Madison film. Steve Zahn is the star. I saw the trailer, and I went, this looks funny as hell. And then I finally rented it, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. I barely remember. I think I blocked it from my mind. But it was one of the worst things I ever saw. I never wanted to see it again. But I'm thinking about, so I can tell the story. I told it now, but eventually I'll have to do it. But no. But like, he's good in this, and he's good in Saving Silverman. So, yeah. 2002, we have Signs, May, which I think is underrated, Dog Soldiers, Eight-Legged Freaks, Cabin Fever, 28 Days Later, Ghost Ship, again, ones I like. But the pick has to be The Ring. When you die, you see The Ring. And if I have to spell out what this is, it's upside down, that's what it is. I just spell out what this is. It's a American remake of a Japanese film. You know what this is. The Tape. You watch it. You get a phone call that says, 7 days. And then 7 days later, you're dead. Unless you find a way to stop it. I won't say what it is if you haven't seen it, because it's a spoil, but there's a way to stop it. But I won't, and I like this steel. This is a steel book, by the way, just so you know. See? Steel book. A nice little slip there. I wish the steel book itself was the tape and not just the slip cover. It's a little disappointing, but it's a nice little slip. Right? 2003, Identity. Freddy vs. Jason, which I almost wanted to pick, but I ended up picking my pick because it's technically a sequel. Technically. House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't mind it. It's one of the Rob Zombie movies I don't mind. High Tension, except for the ending. Wrong Turn. The remake of Willard, which I think is an underrated remake. But my number one pick, of course, as you know, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And if you don't know this one, I don't know what to tell you. It's the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A group of kids, they go through Texas, they come across this family and Leatherface, whose name in this is Tommy instead of Jed. But yeah. Jessica Biel's butt shot, ass shot, nice to see you. And the kills are gruesome when they put Andy on that hook. I know it's gruesome in the first one, but you don't really, they cut away from it. Here, you can see it. And it's grimy, it's dirty, and I love it. This is one of the first horror movies of the 2000s that I saw that I was just like, brutal. In 2004, we had The Hollow, the TV horror movie with Kevin Zegers, Judge Reinhold, and Stacey Keach. It's a good one. Rear Window. I like Rear Window. It's fine. I know it's not that good, but it's fine. AVP. I like it just fine. I prefer AVPR. I know, I'm stupid. Shaun of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. The Zack Snyder version. The Grudge. But I knew right away what 2004 was going to be. It's Saw. And I'm not going to explain it to you because you know what Saw is. I want to play a game. One of the greatest horror thrillers ever made. Started a franchise. Blumhouse has his hands on it now. And I don't know what they're going to do. Because the problem was they couldn't do a sequel because, Tobin Bell's health. So they're going to reboot it. What are they going to do? I don't know. But this is one of the best. I love this. I love this cover too. Hello. I want to play a game. The rules are simple. Give me all your Oreos. No! Oreos, I ate them all. Sorry. In 2005, we had a little bit less in 2005. Wolf Creek. Boogeyman, the one with Barry Watson. It's fine. I prefer the sequel. Second one. Constantine. I never actually admitted it to being a horror movie, but I guess it is. The Amityville Horror remake. The House of Wax remake. Hostel, which is decent, but my number one pick is the British horror film Descent. This group of ladies, 1 year after the horrible event has happened, they go into these caves and they discover these creatures that live in the caves and they have to try to survive. And it's a claustrophobic horror thriller thing, and it's fantastic. And I love it so much that I finally got the Blu-ray on physical media. Yes. So very happy. Before I had this in a collection, it was Cabin Fever, Cabin Fever 2, and then this and The Descent 2. Now it's left in there because I put Cabin Fever in its own case now. So now it's left in that collection. I found it today, actually. It's Cabin Fever 2 and The Descent 2. That's it. That's all left in that collection. But, yes. Very good. 2006 was an interesting one because I wasn't exactly sure about 2006 until I saw one name towards the end of the list. So we have, I'm going to down this time. Stay Alive, the video game movie. You die in a game and you die for real. I think it's underrated. I like it. It's kind of stupid, but I like it. See No Evil with Kane, Slither, Hatchet. Birds of a feather there. The When the Stranger Calls remake. It's better than the original. It takes that premise of the girl in the house with the babysitter in the house with the kids, stretches it out for the whole length, and it's better for it. Whereas the remake, that was the opening, and then the rest is running around trying to catch the killer, and it's kind of, this is better. Black Sheep, and I don't mean the Chris Farley movie. I mean the British horror comedy movie, or is it Australian? Whatever, about zombie sheep. The last I checked, it was on YouTube. You gotta check it out. You gotta find it, check it out. It's fan-fucking-tastic. But my pick, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, which is a mockumentary. It's a found-footage film, until it's not, where this group of college students, I think what they are, they're following this guy named Leslie Vernon, who is preparing to become a slasher killer. And it's basically, they are following him as he gets ready, and then the final act escalates into something else. It does sort of ditch its premise, but I think it works. And it sets up things that once you get to that twist, you're like, yeah, they were kind of setting it up. That's kind of cool. And Nathan Basil was really good. I wish they did a sequel for this, but it's too late now. It's too late. Baby, now it's too late. But I love this movie, so... 2007, this was another one I was like, what am I going to pick here? So we have Dead Silence, the James Wan movie. I like it. 1408, Stephen King film, pretty good. The Mist, another Stephen King film. It was an idea. It was in my thoughts. Paranormal Activity. I like the Paranormal Activity movies, so I put it on the list, but it was never going to win. Vacancy, that's an underrated thriller. I'll just put that out there. And The Reaping. That Dark Castle movie I did last year, whatever it was. It's not bad. But my pick is Michael Dougherty's Trick or Treat. I recently showed this to my son last Halloween or roundabouts, and he liked it, and I liked it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's a horror anthology, but it's not one of those where you have one story and then you get a next story. No, they're all connected in this little town, and it's pretty cool. Little thing. Sam is there, and Mr. Krieg. Wilkins, what are you doing over there? Burying bodies? Yes. Don't forget to help me with the eyes. 2008. The Strangers, which I just revisited. Yes, for Universal Horror Month. That's coming up. That'll be one of the ones towards the end of the month, because I did them when they came out, in the years that came out. So look for that. I just revisited it. It's a good movie. Mirrors. It's a good movie, but I don't count it as the remake to Into the Mirror. And when I get to doing my... I'm going to do... I know I said this year I was doing Lost in Translation. And I might to do some ones that aren't horror movies, but like for the horror movies, I want to save them, because I thought about this and I went, well, if I start doing horror movies throughout the year, what am I going to have left to do? I should wait and do those in October when it makes sense. So I will eventually do that. I could do the Godzilla remake again, because I think I did that for Kaiju Live quite a few years ago now. But other than that, Mirrors, Splinter, and one of the ones I did for one of the 2B Horror Weekends, or whatever it was. Prom Night, the remake. I like it. I think it's better than the original. Sorry, the original is not so good. Lake Mungo, there's a found footage documentary film for you. Check that out. That is fantastic. And Quarantine, the American remake to Wreck. Now I hear Wreck is good. I tried to watch it on Tubi once. There's no American subtitles, and I even thought about getting the box set that Scream Factory has, but still, no American subtitles. No American dub track. There's subtitles. There's subtitles. Excuse me. There's no American audio track. They didn't dub it. You have to watch it in Spanish. And I'm not a fan of watching movies that you have to read. Like, there's some Godzilla movies I had to do that, and it was very frustrating to sit here and just read the whole thing. But my pick, Cloverfield. Another found footage flick. Very good. And what it is this guy, he is going away to Japan, and he and his girlfriend, or his longtime friend, they slept together, then they're having issues, and now something has landed in New York City, and now he and his friends, Rob is his name, and his friends have to go find his girlfriend all the way across town, traversing stuff that's going on in New York. There's a big giant thing destroying, speaking of Godzilla, big giant thing destroying New York buildings, plus there's stuff underground, and and it's all done in found footage. Very well in found footage, I might add. So, yes. 2009 very well might have the most picks in it. We'll start from the bottom, work our way up. We have Night of the Demons remake. I like it. It's fine. The original's good too. Triangle. I know it's a stupid movie, but I have fun with it whenever I do watch it. Sorority Row, and that would normally be on there, but I did rewatch it recently, and it's fine. I enjoyed it. Zombieland. Goddamn Twinkies. My Bloody Valentine 3D. I will always support that movie. Orphan. Last House on the Left remake. Drag Me to Hell, except for the ending. The Collector. Very good movie. I do not own it, but I wish I have the collection. Excuse me, collected doesn't exist yet. The collection on my Xbox, but Uninvited, the American remake of A Tale of Two Sisters, and that is an underrated horror film. If I've ever seen one, I highly recommend it. But number one, Through the Trees, I will find you, 'cause I'm still here breathing now. I'm still here breathing now. Jennifer's Body. A movie that was marketed to men, but it's not really for them. It's a feminist movie. If you don't know, it is very feminist in its message. But that's not what they marketed. They saw the marketing team, the studio saw this, who was starring in it, and said, Megan Fox hot. Marketed around that. And that's what it was. All the trailers were marketed on Megan Fox's sex appeal, something she was not happy about. They even wanted her to do interviews for sex sites. Yeah. Because that's what they thought it was about. And to their credit, they did very good, because that's what, that's what they wanted. They got the guys to come out, and then it wasn't what they were expecting, because that's not the movie that was marketed. And some people were disappointed. I wasn't. I liked it. I bought the DVD. I got the Blu-ray. I like the movie for what it is. Right? And if you don't know what it is, it's Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. They're best friends. And one night they go to this bar, and there's this band of douchebags called Low Shoulder. And there's a fire, which I assume they caused. I don't know if they ever admit it. But they kidnap her, and then, they take her in their van. Kidnapping, I guess it is. And something happens, and she comes back, and she's changed. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but she's different. And there's something inside her that's none of those guys. And, yes, it just starts to become one nice little monster. It's a creature feature for all intents and purposes, kind of horror movie. And it's very good, and it's my pick for 2009. So there you go. Excuse me. So there it is. My favorite horror movie from every year in the 2000s. Now, you're not going to have to wait too long for my pick for 2010s, which is the last I'm going, because we're only halfway through the 2020s. As hard as I had to believe, that just hit me right now. I'll try to get the 2010 ones out as soon as I can. I have ideas for other top 10s. You have top 10 Tuesdays going on right now, but I wanted these kind of ones to be on their own time and not that. You know, I have my ideas for those, my ideas for these. So this is not really a top 10. Even though there's 10 picks, it's not really a top 10. It's just for each year. So what are your thoughts on my picks? What are your picks for favorite horror movie from each year? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.